Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek, and today I'm taking a look at fishing. This is a game that's currently in beta from Sam Atkins, sorry about that, and it is I believe it's Great British Pounds. I think that's what, sorry about that, but that's like, I'm based in the US, so I think that's like around $3.30 or so. It is in beta, like I said. I will link in the description to where you can purchase it. It's available for Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, basically everything, so you can just jump right in and start playing it now, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to play here. There are 3 difficulties, but I've found Pro to be the only one, at least for now, really worth playing on. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to ride our little boat around, and we're going to fish. So what I'm doing here, I'm playing this on computer, so I'm using WASD to move the boat and spacebar to actually fish. So I'm kind of just like pounding the spacebar, but as you can see, there's junk that shows up, and junk is bad for us. It'll actually have us lose points if we, so you saw there, I lost like 25 points. And then it'll do a little count up of all the fish we caught, things like that at the end. And we will get to see what our final was. So we got 560, which is pretty good for what I've done so far. So, it does have some, like, Google Plus integration, stuff like that. I think it is for, like, achievements, things like that, as well as you can submit your scores. This is the Lake of the Day, which is kind of like a daily challenge kind of thing, I think is what it's supposed to be. I don't think too many people are playing right now, so I don't know if you can actually look at the leaderboard and check out how you stack up. I know when I played and put my score up earlier, I was first, and it was like not a good score, so I have a feeling there probably aren't a ton of people, so like if I submit my score here, yeah, I'm first, at least that's what it's telling me, so yeah, there's that. Sorry, I mean, there's not like a ton here because it's kind of like fast little rounds. You know, each round is 30 seconds, so you know what you're getting into when you start a round. So I think what I'll do for this, and I'm glad this is in beta and not just released, because I want to maybe elicit some kind of discussion of where this could go. Because I see like some really cool stuff potentially being done with this that I kind of want to talk about here. So first of all, the things I like. I love that it's like just a kind of fast little experience here. You know, each round is 30 seconds, and we just kind of go for it. And you know, we know what we're doing. At the end of 30 seconds, we are done, and whatever we got is what we got. And as far as like the core gameplay concept here, I think it's really good. I think there's a lot of good stuff going on here. If I didn't explain, green fish are worth the least and are the easiest to catch. I believe purple are next, or maybe red. Yeah, red are next, then purple, and then yellow are the hardest, but they're worth the most. So, and then the smaller a fish is, the more it's worth. So that is basically the scoring mechanism that we're going to be using here in order to determine what we're getting as a score each time. I think, so like what I was starting to say was that the core gameplay concept here is really, really good, and I think it's really strong. I love that the lake is just kind of randomly generated, but that it doesn't like change stuff too much, so you know you're not really going to be looking for like, you know, you're not going to be left saying like, oh, I lost because I had a really bad like random generation or anything, because they're all pretty similar. So I think that's good. Everyone's kind of on even ground as far as like doing repeat runs, things like that. Plus I love that there is the kind of daily challenge already implemented in the game. I've mentioned before, playing other games, Spelunky, things like that, that I love the idea of a daily challenge. I think it works really well, and you know, it's something that will kind of convince me, if the game is good enough, to keep playing it every day, long after I may have been done with it in the first place. So I think that's a really strong thing to have. And I like the AI of the fish. They've all kind of got unique properties to them that kind of, I mean, other than the green are pretty much like a gimme, but all of the other fish have their own kind of unique challenges to catching them. And I think that from a visual and a music standpoint, it's also very good and has like a really strong basis here. I think it looks really interesting. You know, it's got a nice look to it, kind of a lot of character. The fish look nice, our character looks nice, all of that stuff. And it controls really, really well. As, you know, I mean, you're seeing like the quick turns I can make on the boat. All those turns look really great, and they feel great to do them, so I would say that from a control standpoint and from like a visual standpoint, all of this is really good, and I'm getting really good feedback to kind of the buttons that I'm pressing. From a music standpoint, I think it's really good as well. You know, there's only the one track that you can hear kind of going on over and over, other than the menu track. But I think because they're like 30-second rounds, that's not a big deal. I don't really mind hearing that song over and over again. I don't know, maybe like, I think in this case, so for a game like this, I always kind of look to Spelunky, I guess, as the example of how to do music. So I think maybe having like 2 or 3 tracks, having one that plays most of the time, but then a second or a third track that like play every once in a while, would be pretty helpful, I think. Just to, you know, a little bit of variety every once in a while in the music. But the track that's here I really like. You know, it's kind of a, I don't know, almost like a dueling banjos kind of thing going on. Just like some folk music in the background going on, which I think works really well for kind of the theme of the game. I think something that it could use is like a quick restart, because I don't think it has one. If I press R here, stuff like that, I don't think there's a way for me to like quick restart the game. I can, yeah, so we've got some options there for music and sound, but there's no way to like just quickly restart. So I think that's maybe something that's missing, is just a way for me to restart the game really quick. Because I don't really want to have to go through the menu. Maybe I'll show off like what medium looks like. When I played medium earlier, there was no junk. So, and we get a little more time, it looks like, so I don't know, I guess with no junk spawning, it feels like I'm less inclined to keep playing on this difficulty, because there's really no challenge. Like, I can just kind of move my boat around and just slam the spacebar over and over again, and I'm never going to really get punished for that. So, I guess the downside is that we don't get, like, the harder fish. But, I don't know, I guess I would say, like, the difficulties feel a little weird, in my opinion. I don't even really want to check out what easy is, because that's medium. So I guess I would say the difficulties could be tweaked. But I think that kind of covers all of like what's actually here. Now what I wanted to say was I had some ideas for what could potentially be added to kind of help lengthen the experience. I know I saw something about signing in to see achievements. I think maybe that's just like placeholder for now, and I don't think the achievements are actually implemented quite yet. So I'm glad to see that they are coming, because that at least gives like some goals to try and reach. But I think what it could use, in my opinion, is like, I've kind of been thinking of it as sort of a like ridiculous fishing kind of thing. So you know, the reason I kept playing ridiculous fishing is because I kept getting to go to new places, see new fish, as well as get kind of upgrades. And I think like an upgrade system would be awesome. We don't necessarily need to have more fish, but I think maybe having like a level where I go ice fishing, or we'll have like a level in the jungle or something, you know, a little bit of like different setting, and maybe there have 2 or 3 different kinds of fish that maybe have different properties. And again, I don't want to feel like I'm like piling on work for anyone or anything, but you know, just ideas I think for what I could see this maybe becoming. And then just like some upgrades for the boat, maybe. Like if you you pool your points together, so whatever points you earn go to your point total, or get converted to a money total or something, and with that, then you can purchase upgrades to your boat or your fisher or things like that. And I think that would be really cool. So, you could have like an upgrade where you get like one freebie for picking up junk. So that would be like a safety line kind of thing, or something that would like I don't know, let you like move your boat faster or something, that kind of stuff. Just pretty simple upgrades, but I think that could give kind of a long-term kind of reason to keep going with this game. So, those are just kind of some of my ideas. Again, just humble ideas. I don't know if they're any good or not, but I guess that's what I would say that I could potentially want to see out of this in the future. But I think what's here now is really good, and it's already pretty fun to play. So I think if you saw, if you saw something that you liked here and you want to support it and try it out for yourself, it's only a couple bucks, so I would pretty easily recommend for you to pick this up and give it a shot for yourself. But that's going to finish up my look at fishing. So, as always, feel free to comment. If there's anything you want to comment about, subscribe to see more from me every single day. And if you liked my look at fishing, then please do consider clicking the like button. But with that, I will, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.